Hi and welcome to GRVOTV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I was hoping to bring you this video outside, and it's a review of the Sigma 30mm 2.8 for the Micro Four Thirds, and I've got it here on a Lumix GX1. But unfortunately the weather's got the better of me, so I've done it indoors, but I have got some photos to throw up. I had a very short window of opportunity and I've taken some pictures and I'll put them up at the end. The pictures I took are predominantly at f2.8 and a couple of f4. Now I just want to sort of explain why I bought this lens and why I bought this particular model. Firstly, it's because it's cheap. I paid less than £80 for this, and it's a prime lens. It's a 30mm 2.8. Now on the Micro Four Thirds that works out at 60mm 35mm equivalent, so I thought that's quite a nice lens, quite versatile, and I basically wanted a lens that would work in low light, and yeah, if I could afford it, the Olympus 45 1.8, something like that would be better. I didn't want to go wide angle like the 20mm, which I think they're doing like 1.7s. I didn't want to go that wide. So for me, for the price, this is quite a good option. Now, this is the older version, the EX, as opposed to the new Art version. But from what I can gather, there's not a lot of difference. But there is a clonking noise inside the lens, but when you read the instructions, that's perfectly normal. That's something to do with the autofocus. So overall feel of it, it's got a nice metal mount on the rear. The rest of it is pretty much plastic. Very small piece of glass in the front for a 2.8, which is unusual, but it seems to work. No lens hood with this one, but it's got a 46mm thread, so I've ordered myself a little lens hood off the internet for a couple of quid, just a 46mm screw-in one, which I'll probably leave on there. You get a nice little pinch cap which goes in there, and as it appears with the majority of Sigmas, just put that back on there, you get in the box a dinky little case, so which, to be honest, for me always stays in the box, goes upstairs, and I never actually use the cases. So just to compare the size, I've got here the 14-42 kit lens. Now it's about, let's just pop the, yeah, it's not much, it's a little bit bigger than the 14-42 kit lens. Yeah, there's not a great deal in it, to be fair, and that's the 45-150. So as I'm happy with the construction, it's a nice focal length for me. I enjoy using it. If you want bokeh, and if you think, oh yeah, 2.8, I'll be able to blow out the background, yes, you can do it, but it's not great. And as you'll see in my pictures, the majority of them are f2.8, and there's not really an awful lot of opportunity to blow out the background. If you want to do that, you need a very fast lens, perhaps a 1.7, but then if you go to the 20mm, they're no good really for portraits, if that's what you're using it for. But the bottom line is, because this is Micro Four Thirds and because of the size of the sensor, it's very difficult to get bokeh. I actually find it easier using the 45-150, zoomed out to 150 equivalent 300mm. It's easier to get bokeh on that at f5.6 than it is up to this at 2.8. So there you are. But that's not why I wanted it. I wanted it for its low light performance, and for that, for me, it works really well. On the camera, as you can see, it looks quite nice. Obviously it's not image stabilized, however when when I upgrade to the new GX7, then it will be image stabilized, because obviously the GX7 has got in-body stabilization. But to be honest, on a lens like that, I'm not really bothered anyway. I have tried it on video, and it's nice and contrasty, it looks good, and you can stabilise it afterwards in post-production. But to be honest, it's not a lens I'd use for video. I'd just generally use the 14-42 for my videos. So there you have it. Quite a quick review. I'll let the photos speak for themselves. As I say, don't expect anything fantastic. I just popped down the promenade and took a few photos down there. I've edited some of them as I would normally. I've done like one, I've converted it into like a panorama, and I've done one black and white just to show different things. I used the first picture is JPEG, the rest are all RAWs, and just to see how it performs, and to be honest, I'm quite pleased with it. Yeah, so that's it really. The Sigma 30mm 2.8 EXDN, they do a 19mm and a 60mm, which yeah, I'd like to have, but what I don't want is my sort of walkabout system to become too many change of lenses. With this system I've got basically my low light lens, my 14-42, which I use as pretty much my video lens, and that's obviously stabilised, 45-150 for close-up stuff, portraits, zoom pictures, whatever. And that's a very similar setup to my full-size setup, which is the 70-200 2.8, the 18-200 VR2 Nikon, and then for my low light I've got a 50mm 1.8 as well. So the actual 3-lens setup I really quite like, and I didn't do it deliberately, it's just happened that both my setups have become 3-lens setups with one prime lens, 2 zoom lenses, and works absolutely fine. I'm well pleased with it. So there you go. This has been GRVOTV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I'll see you soon. Bye.